If you are Gen Z, or honestly anybody, but I try to cater my videos to people who are similar age range, and you feel like you don't make enough, you need to find out how. It's not gonna get easier. A core tenet of how I live my life is why not both? And of course that's not gonna apply to everything, but I'll give you an example. A lot of people, when I talk about 401k and investing in general, saving in general, if we somehow end up on that topic, a lot of people will say, I just don't make enough to put money into those things. And to those people, find a way. I've worked with so many people who are nearing the retirement age that do not have enough. We're talking about all these things that are constantly volatile and going up and down, and you just don't know what to expect. If you're nihilistic, if you're cynical, if you think the world has no meaning and there's no point to it, do it anyway. Because if you're one of those people that is 65, 62, getting close to 70, and you still have to work in that fucking plant, see, I've seen it with my own two eyes. I don't think some of you have worked in a plant. You haven't worked somewhere where it's painstaking manual labor. You know, you guys might all be office people. I worked my way up to that point, but I wasn't always that. My first jobs were manual labor, sweat. You got soft hands, brother. I'm not trying to sound like that, but it's just, maybe you've had the privilege, but not me. So I've gotten to see these people. I've gotten to know them. I've learned their stories. I've spoken to them, and they're tired. That will be you, but worse. We don't know what the tax rate is going to be in the future. We don't even know what the value of the dollar will be. We don't know if it'll be the world reserve in the future. What I do know is that when it gets to that point and you have nothing, you will regret it. I'm tired on a continual basis having all this drive and putting all this energy into trying to upskill and take college classes and go to my full-time job and socialize when I don't feel like it. I'm tired already. I cannot imagine 45 trying to do the same things. Gen Z, if you're listening to me, do it anyway. I'm not saying you have to do what your parents said. There's always more than one way to skin a cat. All I'm telling you is to skin that motherfucker. Don't wait to do something. There are cheaper alternatives, always. Always. There are Google certifications. My first time coding was using Coursera and an introduction to Python, before I learned HTML and CSS. And now I'm going to be learning JavaScript very soon in my degree path. That was $50 a month. You don't have $50 a month? If you don't have it, come up with it. Your 401k, you make, I don't know, $1,000 a month. Let's say $1,500 a month. You can't do 5% to get the match. Find the money. Get a part-time job. Well, I don't want to work past the 40. Do it now. Because I'm telling you, I don't know how many people speak to as many people as I have. Ironically, I'm not somebody that enjoys unnecessary social interaction because I recharge my battery by being alone. That's why I started recording these videos. I've been doing it since I was 14, but I don't think some of you know what's down the line. I've spoken to them, I've looked them in the eyes, and I've heard their stories. Do it anyway. Just do it. Get the part-time job. That's what I'm planning on doing. I'm on the road to 20K. I've never gotten past $10,000. It's not really any money. Like anybody who has any idea, any inkling of personal finance and financial literacy knows that 20,000 isn't the end-all be-all, but it's somewhere to start. But I said to myself, where am I going to find the extra money? I'm putting money into my 401k. The rest of my money is going into my necessities and in my debt. Where do I find that extra $400 to $500 a month to do something with? I'm in school. I'm going to start studying for these certifications soon. When am I going to have the time? On the weekend. Well, there's only 24 hours in a day, and then you got to spend some time getting ready for work. Find a job that can make you, that'll allow you to work 5 hours a day for those 2 days. The point of this video is to remind you that there is a retirement age. There is going to be a point when you get tired. The job market this, take a job. Take 2 if you have to, until you get the thing that you want. What do you think I've been doing this whole time? I've been extracting as much as I can from everywhere that I go, learning from people, other things. There are times when I walk into a place and people might think I'm aloof. They think that I'm incompetent. I'm listening, I'm observing, I'm soaking up, checking the landscape, learning. That's what you need to be doing. I mean, I can't really tell you what the fuck to do. That's up to you, man. But I'm telling you, you guys are going to get tired. You think it's fucked up now. There's going to come a day that you are not going to want to work. Even more so than now. No one is coming to save you. Start now. Take a job. It might not be the data analyst job you want. It might not be the marketing role you're looking for. Take a job. You might not have enough coming from a job to put into 401k, okay? Do the 401k at the full time and make up the rest of the expenses at a part-time job. But I don't want to do over 40. It's not about wanna. Not right now. Not when things are going to be harder down the road. It's not going to get easier. And I don't know what I have to do to convince you of that. Go speak to people that are older than you, that are in positions that you don't really want to be in. I've spoken to them. I've listened to their stories that I didn't want to hear sometimes. It was the story I needed to hear though. When you don't feel like doing something, that's when you should get up and do it. Trust me.